Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Right here, right here.
Hey, Tuesday.
They go play action with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
55. 54.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They're hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Check out. 674. 12.
Now a first down throw. Lock. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mike 54. He don't know no better. Hey, wait.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Get used to that, folks. The Falcons are going to look number 11's way early and often, and he's onto the stat sheet already on the first play from scrimmage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 12. Watch the run. Check.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Given 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Ready. 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son.
From the 50, it's Long. Got his target, Samuel. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
Here's Locke. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Go.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Get off the field. Motion.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Alex Collins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Check Mike 33. I got you. Mike check 33.
Play action. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Hey, Alpha!
Off of play action. Luck. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 51! Go!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
A gain of 16 yards.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
On 2nd and very short. Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 15 now. Luck. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, express, express. Switch.
To throw again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's out right at the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Ryan now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now, Ryan. a safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 37, check 37, 25, check 25, check 25.
To throw again is Ryan. They're hauling it in, Nelson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love completes it to Samuel. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Monday.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
That's good for our Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. Check 4.
Now a first down throw. Luck. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check the out. Play 56. Mike, 56. Come to
From the gun, here's Locke. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Check out. Red 80. 56. Here we go.
They go again with Collins. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 24.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And we're back now in Charlotte, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And the Falcon first down.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Win the rep, let's go right here. 45 is the mic.
Luck on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
This is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Touchdown, Carolina! Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
That's their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Play action. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
21.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Atlanta.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Shit. 58.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan This complete to Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now Ito Smith. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
675. Man, I got you.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.